Hi everyone. Today we're going to take a quick look at the post-dispatch instructions on fire protocol and why it is so important to make sure that we're giving everything that is possible and appropriate. Did you know that fire protocol was created by firefighters? That's right, they put specific instructions into the protocol to help keep the caller safe and prepare the scene for responders' arrival. Skipping these can put both the caller and firefighters at risk. Let's look at some scenarios and discuss the PDIs on those specific protocols. Understanding the reasoning behind the instructions might help us determine when it is appropriate to give them. Brandon calls 911 because a fire alarm is going off in his apartment. He doesn't see smoke or flames, but is unsure what could have caused the alarm to trigger. In this situation, we need to make sure everyone is notified and the fire department can identify the cause. For this reason, we want to tell Brandon, do not reset or silence the alarm. When the fire department gets on scene, they will shut off the elevator with a special key, but it's also possible that elevators won't work during fire alarms. So we want to make sure to tell him, do not use the elevator. And while Brandon can't confirm exactly what set off the alarm, we know that the safest place for him is away from the structure. So we want to make sure to tell him to leave the building and close the doors behind him. Let's look at another example. Sarah just got home from work when she smells gas coming from the construction site next door. The workers inform her that they've hit a gas line and it's leaking. Scene safety instructions are critical on these types of calls. Gas is very flammable and we want to avoid anything that may cause a spark. This includes turning on or off electrical devices, using an open flame, and starting any vehicles. Having a safe distance between Sarah and the hazard will help prevent any chance of ignition and also inhaling the fumes. So we want to make sure to tell her to move at least 1,000 feet away from the gas leak. Let's try one more. Betty calls because her neighbor's house is on fire. Her husband said he's going to try to run over there with his fire extinguisher and put it out. This is a big scene safety issue. People often don't have training on using a fire extinguisher and they can easily get burned. We also don't know exactly what is burning or the cause of the fire, so trying to put the fire out can sometimes make it worse. For example, you can't put water on a grease fire. For this reason, it's important to tell them not to try to put the fire out. We don't need the fire getting bigger or any callers getting injured. As the fire department is determining if they are going to do an offensive attack, which is interior, or defensive attack, which is exterior, one of the factors is if there are victims inside that structure. They will know to search for victims on the preliminary search inside the structure. So advising Betty to meet with the first arriving responders and inform them if any people or animals are inside the structure will help them to determine their next move. A common theme you will see on all fire calls, or most all fire calls, is case exit instructions. While these seem simple, they are just as important as the scene safety instructions. Telling the caller to keep bystanders away from the area will keep congestion low for easier access for the responders and to make sure no bystanders get hurt and stay safe. Advising the reporting party to meet firefighters in a safe location provides them with further details about the situation so they can safely maneuver the call. Fire calls can be dynamic and usually involve scenarios that can put people in danger. Understanding that these instructions are vital, even on the most common calls, will help make sure that the call has a successful outcome. Are you interested in getting more CDEs? Visit us at elpasoteller911.org. And as always, if you have any questions, you can reach us at 911training@elpasoteller911.org.